Okay, another quick video. This is the growth on the sweet potatoes. You can see actually down on the ground here they're starting to turn a bit yellow. And we've got pumpkins and more pumpkins, and I've been trailing those up just to get on the crop bars and out of the way. And these have already got what I think are pumpkins growing on them. See these, I think these here are the female flowers, and what I've been doing is I've been using a little brush to pollinate them. I think there's flies and bees and stuff in here pollinating them anyway. Yeah, I mean the sweet potato leaves have got little holes in them. I've noticed this on pretty much most of them. I don't know if that's a massive problem. They're still putting out tons and tons of vines. And, little spider buddy in the middle here. Go on, focus. Okay, not going to focus on the spider. So I've already dug around and pulled out a potato from here. And my kind of understanding is that as the leaves all die off, that's then when they're ready to harvest. So that's basically my plan, is to leave it up until everything's died back, and then start digging them up. And hopefully in the next month or so we'll have a pretty decent looking load of pumpkins. Cool, okay, let's go and have a look in the outside garden. I guess the first thing we got is that corn stalk is about 12 feet tall. That's pretty epic. Okay, so here are the green beans. Sorry, they're not green beans, they're broad beans. They are white Delilah or something? I can't remember exactly what they are. Someone identified them for me. I think that was Linda. I'll just double check that and put it in the put a little comment thing to say what they are with a link. What I'm doing is I'm leaving these until they go brown basically and dry out, and then I'm going to harvest all of these as seeds for next year, because this has cropped really well. There's probably about, I think so far we've had about 50. I think it took about 20 or so beans off earlier in the year and had those as as green beans, and then probably not gotten another 30 or 40 pods. So yeah, I'm expecting a few hundred beans off of this, which I should then propagate out next year, or plant out next year, and have a whole row of beans. Actually, this is, I think I've said it before, this one's, it's not on the watering system, so this has just grown naturally. So hopefully with proper irrigation and maybe in the polytunnel, we should have absolutely amazing yields of these things. Got the chickens as usual, having a wander around, keeping all the grass dead. After emptying the potatoes last week, or a couple of weeks ago, these are some of the bags of soil and some of the tyres. I'm going to probably empty the rest of the tunnel out and put them all here. And then I'm going to put those bags of soil in the experimental RGGS rain gutter grow system, which I'm putting together for the aquaponics at the moment. I'm probably going to do I'll probably do a whole other video for that. I've also got on my Facebook page, there's a whole gallery and a good discussion going on in the rain gutter grow system group. So they're providing loads of really awesome support on that. So now we're inside the net tunnel. These are the tyres and the bags of compost that were left over from the tyre garden, from the potato towers. Sorry. We've got the corn. It's looking good. Some big ears of corn. What's interesting is I've noticed there's maybe 2 or 3 ears of corn on each stalk. Previously I've grown sweet corn and only ever got 1 or 2 max. Pretty much always 1. I was thinking of putting these in the polytunnel next year, but they're growing way too tall for that, so I might need to find a shorter variety. So the pumpkin plants here, these might be squash, I can't remember. Huge yellow flowers. These are spreading out all over the place, which is great. Obviously in the polytunnel I've been growing them up and trailing them along the crop bars. I think in here I'll probably do the same thing next year. This one here is another 2 tyres with squash in them. That doesn't seem to be doing as well. I noticed the pumpkins just spread out and grow all over the place. So yeah, and then we've got other pumpkins out in the field, so we're going to have a look at that now. So, alright, in the main field, this is the pumpkin planter patch. Got again quite a few flowers. And gold things. These are all growing pretty well. And they're all spreading out across the ground. I'm being quite careful not to tread on any of them or the irrigation. Yeah. Okay, so that's the garden update for the 28th of September. It is a really hot day. It's probably about 22, 23 degrees out here at the moment. So yeah, it looks like hopefully we should have a reasonably mild winter, which is really going to help out with with all the growing and everything. Yeah, cool. All right, rock on. See you next time.